The release of CS2 was not good for the value of people's pixels. A combination of overinflated prices and a less than satisfying release sent the market into a well overdue tailspin. Still, the market has crashed plenty of times in the history of the game, and every single time it's just been a blip on the radar, and this time isn't looking much different. In the last 2 weeks, skin prices have rebounded, and they have rebounded spectacularly. But what's caused this to happen? Is this really the recovery that it seems to be? And is this even a good sign? Let's have a closer look. Now, this video is sponsored by SkinsMonkey. Check out SkinsMonkey to quickly and easily trade your CSGO skins. Use the code ZEUS to get up to $5 extra on your first trade, as well as a bonus when depositing. Link is in the description. Check it out today. Now, one of the best resources for tracking skins prices is a site called Price Empire, and at first glance, you might be surprised to hear me say that there's been a big recovery. There is definitely quite a lot of green here, but the numbers showing aren't necessarily huge. However, on closer inspection, you can actually see that some of these skins have been going up a lot. A good example is the Butterfly Fade. It's gone from a low of $2,400 to about $2,900 on buff in the space of about 2 weeks. It's dropped off a bit now, but we're still looking at roughly a 15% gain. Some of the skins are a bit more subdued. The Karambit Marble Fade, for example, is only showing an 8% increase or so, but there's also skins like the Desert Eagle Blaze, which saw a roughly 20% gain from its lowest point. Obviously, I've had to pick examples here, but these are fairly representative skins. And if we look at these price changes in context, we also see some interesting things. The 2-year buff chart on Price Empire shows that increases like this are extremely unusual, except for the last 8 months, which may not necessarily be the best sign, since the last 8 months have seen the craziest price volatility in the history of the game, courtesy of CS2. And in that context, this recovery looks like a pretty normal change in prices, but given normal lately has been extremely retarded even by the skin market's very low standards, I don't think this really invites much confidence. You may also notice that it already seems like prices might be dipping again as well. This may not be a significant movement. In a week's time, prices might have actually gone up again, but it's just an example of how these values aren't built on stable foundations at the moment. But what's going on more broadly? Is the game itself recovering? Well, in some respects, it may be. Steam Charts is actually back in the green, slightly, and a detailed look at the numbers does seem to suggest that the player count has bottomed out. Coming into winter, it probably will recover at least a bit, even if Valve don't deliver any big updates, and this is, of course, good news if you own skins. More players probably means higher prices. The fact we're also opening cases in far less stupid quantities now is also probably going to reduce the supply of skins available to the public, another positive sign for prices, but the market has been dominated by hysteria for a while, and any stabilizing effect this might have is going to be dependent on that hysteria calming down. The lead up to CS2 did see steady price increases, but those increases were driven by relatively sustainable factors, very different to the "oh my god, CS2 is going to literally cure AIDS and end my virginity" that we saw once CS2 was finally announced. And I think that hysteria may calm down if the game finally starts being perceived as starting to recover. Prices might start becoming stable again by the admittedly very unstable standards of the skins market. And I would definitely keep an eye on those player numbers, because that's where I think the confidence is likely to come from. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. If you've enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Otherwise, trust the numbers, not your guts. I'm Jesus. Thanks for watching. See ya.